So hey, what is up, fiends? So, some news dropped today on BloodyDisgusting.com because that's where I get all my horror movie news because I love BloodyDisgusting.com. But anyway, the news was Miramax is currently shopping the license for the Halloween franchise around to different studios for possible future movies and or a television series. Because we just need more Halloween. Or, let's change that and say, we just want to continue to fuck this franchise in the ass. And gosh darn it, those last three movies just didn't seem to get the job done, so we're going to find somebody who can. Now here's the thing, if you like those movies, fine. You liked them, I'm not going to judge. That's not me. Because Lord knows I like my share of movies that people hate. But to me, those last three movies were... The first one, okay, played it safe. It really did, and it hooked me. I thought, oh, Halloween's back. Yay! And then that second one came, and it was Magical Mike, Blood Rage, Kill Spree, Frankenstein Monster, The Villagers, and all that shit. And then the third one, he decides to... transfer his evil spirit into some emo kid to go around and kill people so old Mike could juice up his killbot batteries so he could go on one final kill spree and to get his revenge on Laurie Strode, only to, at the end, spoilers, get killed in her kitchen and thrown into a fucking wood chipper. But hey, we just want to dig him out of that old compost pile and piece him back together because Lord knows we want to milk that Halloween teat for all that cash. Well, anyway, I've got the article for this news, so let's have a look. Swear, the only thing I hate about Bloody Disgusting is the fact that there are 10 million goddamn pop-up ads. But hey, I guess they got to pay the bills too, right? Well, anyway... Says the future of Halloween. Miramax currently shopping the rights for film and TV. Exclusive report. Last Halloween season marked the release of Halloween Ends, the final film in a 3-film trilogy from director David Gordon Green, billed as the final battle, really this time, between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. Halloween Ends wrapped up not only Gordon Green's sequel trilogy, but also Universal and Blumhouse time with the iconic horror franchise. The sequel trilogy was produced by Blumhouse Productions and released into theaters by Universal Pictures as part of a pact with Miramax, and the ball is now back in Miramax's court. So what's next for the Halloween franchise? Well, Bloody Disgusting can exclusively report that Miramax is actively shopping the rights to the Halloween franchise around Hollywood. Because, hey, why wouldn't they? From what we understand, there is a massive bidding war going on right now with several different parties interested in vying for the chance to bring Michael Myers back to life. Bloody Disgusting sources have also indicated that Miramax is open to both film and television projects, and they are currently taking offers from studios and streamers alike. Everything is on the table at this time, and it's ultimately up to Miramax to field pitches and decide what is most appealing to them in the wake of Gordon Green's sequel trilogy. Last year's Halloween Ends was the 13th installment of the Halloween franchise, which to date has never made its way onto the small screen. Could Michael Myers return with a television series, or is another feature film reboot next up on the menu? Only time will tell. Stay tuned for more on all things Halloween as we learn it. In the meantime, comment down below and let us know what you would like to see from the Halloween franchise. One thing is certain, Michael Myers will be back. Just let the fucking dude die in peace. So, there you go, fiends. There's a big bidding war going on in Hollywood, and everybody's throwing their name in the hat because they want to make that Myers money. I think from the beginning of this video, you all know where I stand. I am Michael Myers out. As hard as that is for me to say, I am Michael Myers out. That David Gordon Green trilogy just sapped the last of the strength out of me to even stomach another Michael Myers movie. And that is really hard for me to say because God knows I love this fucking franchise, but I'm just sick of them bastardizing it the way that they have. I mean, so if you're going to do it, here's what I would like. If you were just to appease me, which I'm just one insignificant little turd on this planet, right? So who's going to appease me? But if it was me, why not do what John Carpenter wanted to do with the Halloween franchise to start with? He wanted to make it a horror anthology series. Hence why we got Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. We never did get a sequel to Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. We never really did tie that up, which is kind of a good thing because it left us on that cliffhanger ending, which has made it pretty much iconic. But you don't necessarily have to go back and tell the story of Dr. Chalice and all that. But why not tell an anthology series under the name Halloween? But I know nobody wants to see it unless the old Shatner mask Killbot is out there just killing everybody in Haddonfield. That's the problem. Nobody's going to pay to see it unless Mike Myers is in it. My thing is, I have yet to see anybody do right by him, and I may catch a lot of heat for this. As much as people hated the Rob Zombie Halloween movies, the first one, though, if you go and you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast episode that had Rob Zombie, he talks about it. There were so many studio heads that were constantly trying to pitch their ideas or what they thought the movie should be, that it got to the point where Rob was just like, fuck it. I'll just do whatever, get my money, and get the fuck out, and I won't have to do this again. But then they kind of pigeonholed him into doing the second movie because contracts or whatever they did to him. And I think it was because he wanted to make other movies, so they were like, well, we're not going to do that unless you make part 2. So that's kind of how he got back into the corner on that. And he just put whatever together and threw it out there. But the first one, yes, he tried something original. Yes, it was way off of what we grew up knowing and what we remember from the 78 one, but it was something original. Now, David Gordon Green, he went back to the well that was established by Carpenter. And I don't fault him for it, because there's money to be made there. But the first movie, as I said, he played it safe. He kind of stuck to that Carpenter formula. But then when he started putting his own ideas and own spin on things, it was kind of like he was trying to incorporate what was going on with 4, 5, and 6. Though those movies are train wrecks, but I appreciate them. And I also love Danielle Harris. I think she is a fantastic actress. I was very disappointed that she didn't get cameos in the David Gordon Green trilogy. And from what I understand, there was kind of a beef between her and Jamie Lee Curtis for whatever reason, which is kind of stupid. But I just feel like he tried to mix it all together to create this delicious dish, and in the end, it was just a big bowl full of gruel or shit, whatever you want to call it. But it's shit that some people love. So, like I said, I'm not going to fault you for it. Me, I've had enough of shit. And Miramax, they're not going to care. They're going to give this to whoever can make them the most money. They're going to put the quantity out there over the quality. I already see it happening. There's no second guessing that. The best thing for it, as I said, would be a television series, but a horror anthology series, they're not going to do that. It's all going to be centered around Michael Myers. They're going to dig him out of the compost pile, stitch him back together, and put him out there for another round of killing. I guess it's just the way the old turd spins in the toilet. But anyway, guys, you all let me know down here in the comments below what you think of this news. Also, too, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you would, could you please go down there? I can't even talk. Folks. If you can go down there and hit the subscribe button, Hadouken that notification bell. And as always, it's been your old buddy John, and I will see you again next time.